Guys, we're going to questions for sophomore linebacker Zach McCloud.
Zach, I was just asking RJ, what's it like now, among you guys in the locker room, and what's the reaction?
Just quiet, because, immediately we're all going to have those feelings. It's hard to dismiss those. You gotta deal with them while they're here, but the focus is on next week, on Clemson, and what we can do to get better for that.
Zach, what do you think went wrong today for you guys?
Didn't exactly play to our standard. You're expected to make a tackle, you got to make that tackle. If you're expected to catch a pick and run it back to the house, you're expected to do that, you got to do it. And we just fell short on some of those goals.
What were your thoughts of the quarterback who was making his first start, Pitt, and he was obviously pretty mobile? What were your thoughts on just what he was able to do today?
I respect him. He ran hard and he played hard. We just have to do our part. In any game, it's all about what we do and not about what the opponent does. So we have to do our part, to shut that type of thing down.
What, do you think there was a lot of pressure on you guys, going 10-0 and trying for the first undefeated regular season since 2002?
Well, yeah, there was a lot of pressure, and there was some talk of what it meant to go undefeated at Miami. It's only been done, I believe, 6 times before. But every game, we want to win every game, and you want to make every play. So that pressure is really always on. I guess why the standard is so high, because the pressure's always on.
How do you guys take this and turn it into a positive now this week?
I heard somebody say, I think it was Chad Thomas, we were breaking it down, he said, the job isn't over, the job's not done. For me, that was all I needed to hear, from just to know, that we're all on the same page about that. The job isn't over. Right now it's disappointing and it hurts, but we'll get past it.
Anything else for Zach?
Is there any difference with a big game ahead like Clemson, and maybe looking into the past, going into a different big game? Is there any difference mentally for you guys coming off of a loss or coming off of a win going into that game? Like how does it change either how you prepare, your mentality? Is there a difference?
Coach Diaz always says if you're changing the way you're preparing this late into the season, you already been doing it wrong. I mean, of course, you always try to improve and try to do the best you can. Not to say that you can't ever change anything, but really the only difference, I guess, because of the loss, I guess there would be some more emotions going into this next game and going into this week of practice. But we never relied on our emotions. It's always about habits. We try to fall back on our habits.
Do you feel like there's still a chance you can get in the playoffs?
Definitely. I mean, I've never been the type of person to lose hope on anything. And all I'm focused on is just winning this next game. That's all we're focused on, to win this next game.
Thank you, Zach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ed.